Delighted to say we welcome to the studio Annie Drury. Her EP is out now. It's called Someday, and we welcome Annie live on the programme tonight. Thank you for coming in.
Hi there. My pleasure.
It's great to see you. You've been performing since a very remarkably young age, since the age of 11, I think. Is that right?
I've been doing it for a good while, yeah. I did my first gig when I was 11 at the Haworth Arts Festival, which is where I'm from in West Yorkshire.
What did you do at 11 years old? Do you remember? Were you on stage somewhere?
It was at a local club in Haworth, and I just kind of got up and played the piano, and since then I've kind of done it ever since, really. So yeah, it's kind of second nature now.
And I think music certainly ran in the family.
Yes.
Tell us about some of that.
Yeah, my granddad was an amazing flute player, and he was brought up in Ireland and did traditional Irish music, which I think kind of shows a little bit where I come from, the folk edge of things. My dad's a songwriter. He plays the piano and the guitar, and he's an amazing songwriter.
Has he written songs for you?
He has, actually, yeah. He did an album when I was about 6 or 7, and he wrote a song for me, and it's beautiful, actually.
No one's ever written a song for me. So if he's ever bored...
Maybe one day.
The other thing is it true you met Joni Mitchell?
No.
Oh.
I wish, but no, that's not true. She's one of my big influences.
Right, because it says that your father introduced her to you when you were younger.
I think within the music, but no, I've never actually met her.
See. I thought I've completely misread that.
No worries.
How wonderful to have you can tell that story as if it was true.
That would be amazing.
It's remarkable. But you're certainly a huge fan of Joni Mitchell and also Carole King.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both amazing artists. I think within everything, the way they are, the way they approach things, they're sort of role models, I think,
and it also, the folk theme is still there, isn't it? Very deep in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Performing-wise, do you get a chance to do many live dates?
I do. I think it's kind of building up a little bit more since the kind of the playlist and stuff. I absolutely love, that's what I like about this the most. Performing live, I just adore. And that's kind of why I'm doing it all, really. I just really, really enjoy it. So yeah. And
are you right? All the stuff you do, is it all your own composition?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
So even better when I tell listeners that you were playlisted on Radio 2 for the song Someday, which is from, of course, the EP. That how did that feel when you... What happens? Do you get a call that somebody tells you?
Yeah, my manager actually rang me. I was actually picking my brother up from the train station, and I kind of stopped the car and answered my phone. And he said, Annie, we've got this news, Terry Wogan wants to play. That was the first one. And I was like, wow, because I'd only released the EP about a month before. And this obviously being the first one on iTunes and things, I never really expected it to happen like so quickly. And then I got another call, and he said, you've actually been playlisted on BBC Radio 2. And I was just amazed, really happy, really. I just thought, yeah, this is what it's about.
Well, let's hope it continues. You're going to do 2 live songs tonight. What's the first one going to be?
The first one is going to be Hitch a Ride. That's a little kind of chirpy number. The stuff that I usually do is quite mellow, quite slow, quite stripped back, but this one's a bit of a fast one. And then the second one, I'm going to do We Are the Lucky Ones, which is a bit of a love song, really.
All right. Have a wander over to the piano,
Thank you very
which we're
much.
delighted to say is over there in the corner. I'm going to give details, of course, about Annie's website and how you can find out more and get hold of the EP. But as soon as you're comfortable, take it away. Live on BBC London 94.9. This is Annie Drury.
Thank you.
Brings you down. I know. I think you should know. Take your life from your shoulders to the pockets of your jeans. Baggy clothes, perfect body, but it don't match those on TV. And I know. Think you should know. I know you're beautiful. So hitch a ride. Hitch a ride, and darling, you will shine. The city will light up your eyes this time. Grab your coat, let's get a taxi out of this town. Always cold, always rough, always raining, and it sure brings you down. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know you're beautiful. Ooh, so ooh, it's right, it's right. Ooh, it's right, it's right. And darling, you will shine. The city will light up your eyes. Ooh, this time, this time, this time, this time. Ooh, it's right, it's right, it's right, it's right, it's right. Ooh, it's right, it's right. And darling, we did shine. The city did light up our eyes. This time, this time, this time, this time. It's right, it's right, it's right.
Live on BBC London 94.9, Annie Drury. Where do you get the inspiration for some of the songs you... Oh, yes, we're just getting Annie to walk away from the piano.
Yeah, no.
That's wonderful. We make you work it. You can't just sit in the same place. Where do you get the inspiration for the songs from?
It depends. Kind of all changes. It depends what happens in my life. If I do a lot of people watching, and I sometimes kind of create a scenario within a person, come up with a story. I always feel that writing, I kind of really want the public and the audiences to kind of relate to it and understand it. And I always feel when I listen to music visually, if I can imagine them from the lyrics, I think that's quite an important thing. So I try and cram as many sort of lyrics in there. And
but you don't. I mean, are you disciplined in that? You think I've got to write 2 songs today. I'm going to sit down and write them, or does they just magically appear?
That never really happens to me. I think when I'm under pressure and I tell myself I need to write a song, the creativity for me kind of just goes. But usually I write quite sort of early in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll kind of wake up and have an idea, or I've written some of my recent songs just at random times, really, when they just come to me, and I'll get an idea. And yeah, that's kind of the way it works.
I love the story behind Someday, which I think comes from when you were working behind a bar. Just tell us the story.
Yeah, I was working in a pub, and it was basically about the punters, basically, and I thought, okay, it's just a job, I really didn't enjoy it, and then I kind of quit one day, and this inspiration just came. And so it's basically me behind the bar, and I remember people saying a few things, and I just thought, God, I'm so going to do something with my life. And I kind of thought, God, I could have been this and I could have been that, this sort of stuff. And I came back and I just thought, yeah, I'm going to write a song. And I did. And it made it onto BBC Radio 2, which is amazing.
And indeed the whole station. If people want to find out more about you, just tell us details about your website, if you've got any YouTube channels and things.
I've got quite a few things on YouTube. I've got a Facebook music account, and also Twitter, just under Annie Drury Music.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. You're going to do us one last song. What is it going to be? Tell us about it.
This is We Are the Lucky Ones. It's a bit of a love song, I guess. It's probably one of my favourite songs to play and to sing. And it really means a lot to me, and I hope people can kind of get the same vibe when they're listening to it.
Good. Wander over then. Just let me tell listeners at home that the EP is out. It is called Someday, and of course you can also find out lots more from Annie's website itself. But take it away. Last track of the evening from Annie Drury, live on BBC London 94.9.
Thank you.
I've got my hands in my pockets and I'm reaching out for stars. You told me you were leaving, but you wouldn't go far, and there it was. I knew right from the start. With this old chain round a locket, I can hold you for keeps. With a jacket around your shoulders and the the blush in any cheeks. There it was, it had to be you. And I'll show you my bedroom if you show me yours too. Love me like you do. And we are the lucky ones. 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 With our rucksacks on our back, we're heading off to see the world. I'll see the sea, watch the tides, feel the desert, hear the birds. Yet I know these things don't matter like you do to me. All these things are for a reason, and the reason is let's leave things as they are. When I walk along that road and you're driving in your car, I'll see your face. I'll lock hold of your lips and say that it's you. Love me like you do. And I'll show you my bedroom if you show me yours too. And love me like you do. And we are the lucky ones. 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 And I'll show you my bedroom if you show me yours too.
Annie Drury, live on BBC London 94.9. Someday is the EP. When you're live in session in this city, please let us know, because we'd love to have you in again before you do it.
Yeah, cool.
And just remind listeners of the website if they want to find out more about you.
The website, there's a YouTube channel, and there's Annie Drury Facebook Music, and Annie Drury under Twitter as well.
Great to see you. Thank you for coming
Thank
in
you,
live
my
on BBC
absolute
London
pleasure. Thank you
tonight.
for having me.